any use. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in.
Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7.
Hey, Shell.
Check 24. Check 24.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun. Goff. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Hey,
Cut! Hey, 20!
I'm coming after you. Pick the edge. Come.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. On 3rd down, McClendon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Goff. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Following the interception here, Mariota. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
General, flash. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
Hold on.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for gone. And that will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Tackle made there by Draven Howard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mariota. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mariota from his own end zone on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, this is caught by Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
First down, Bear.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And Robinson with a big catch. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Defense, let's go. Tammy's a mark. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They are going for it. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
One. Motion.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 58.
Play fake. Mariota. I was going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. One. Rush in. One. 58, boys. 58, Mike. One. See, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Mariota now on 2nd down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
You got Ocean Man. You got Ocean Man right there. 58, right over there. One. Alpha. Defense focus. 58, come on.
Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Single receiver. Mike 7. Mike 7. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. On first down, gone. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field, and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Goff now looking to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando, LLC. stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Charlie, 58 to Mike. Watch the back, watch the back. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Here we go.
Mariota on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw Mariota. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. We're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Louis. Mike 7. Hey, wahoo! Just heavy on the edges. Big
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Now a first down throw. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, switch.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, box drop. 7. Mike 7. Let's go, defense.
Now Goff on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Gray. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're...
And nothing but daylight ahead. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Three.
First down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Motion. Check. One.
Mariota to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Samson Abukum racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mariota now. That's complete to Robinson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Come on, now.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And he's got Miller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And the Bears first down.
Rip left. 58, boys, 58. One. Let's go defense. And here we go.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Scene 6. 58.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Where are they, team?
Now Mariota. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Bears push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of the starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 94 is the mark.
Throwing on third, gone. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Value 3, value 3. Here we go, D. Here I come, here I come.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Goff on first down. It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first down, it's gone. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's get
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Shift! Watch the shift! Hey, check 24! Check 24! One! 58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Watch the play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 2nd and 12, Mariota. Robinson's got it. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Safety's creeping. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. One. Nice 7, let's go. 58's the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. Yo.
A first down throw for Mariota. Going deep here for Bryant. This is caught at the 20. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
One.
From the red zone now, Mariota. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike 7. Mike.
Gone. They're able to locate Wilson. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Like 7. Hey, that's good. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Watch twist. Watch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Super. Tammy's a mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, Delta. Here we go.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let him know, let him know. 6 guys. Check 6.
They try again with Cohen. There he goes left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on 1st down, Goff. And an alley to run. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. 6 man.
On 1st down. It's Cohen, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 1. Check. Mike 2. I got you.
Mariota here to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
I'm coming after you. Kill.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here we go on 4th down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really